同学们，你们好。Today we're going to talk about Lesson 9.1, Enjoying Nature. In this lesson, we're going to use noun and position word for location. Use adjective phrases for descriptions. Describe a scene. You learned to use position words to talk about relative locations. 桌子上 Nouns that do not refer to a place like 海, 天, or 桌子 must be followed by a position word to indicate a location. 天上 in the sky, 山上 on the mountain, 海上 on the sea, 树上 in or on the tree, 湖上 on the lake, 草地上 on the lawn, 树上有一只鸟 there is a bird in the tree. 海里 in the sea, 湖里 in the lake, 山里 in the mountains, 湖里有一个人 there is a person in the lake. 海边 by the sea, 湖边 by the lake. 他在海边游泳 he's swimming in the sea. 上 and 里 can be placed by 上面 and 里面 but 边 cannot be replaced by 旁边. 海边 and 湖边 are said phrases can be understood as place nouns similar to seaside or lakeside in English. Nouns that refers to a place like 学校 or school are often used without position words. For example, 我在学校吃饭. But position words can be added to specify a relative position. For example, 我在学校外面吃饭. In English, the position words are usually put at the end of the sentence, but in Chinese, position phrase usually put at the beginning of the sentence or after the subject and before the verb phrase, depending on the context and meaning. I eat meal at school. 我在学校吃饭. Position words in Chinese do not always correspond to their English equivalents. Although an English speaker would talk about boating on the lake, indicating the boat is on the surface of water, a Chinese speaker would say, 我们湖里划船. Li is literally mean inside and in, and the Chinese people view the boat is in the water but not on the shore. Since the difference of reference when describing the spatial relationship, English and Chinese are slightly different. You have learned to use noun plus the to describe something. For example, 红色的外套. You also have learned to use noun or adjective directly before a noun to form a compound word. For example, 热咖啡. You can also use adjective or adjective phrase plus the before a noun to describe it. For example, 公园里有几棵很高的树. There are few tall trees in the park. 我看到了一个漂亮的湖. I see a pretty lake. The adjective plus the plus noun, for example, 漂亮的湖 is commonly used in writing. In everyday conversation, it is more natural to use the subject plus degree adverb plus adjectives. For example, 湖很漂亮. Now it's your turn. Please describe the image. You have learned to use noun plus the to replace the noun described, which is after the phrase. For example, 你喜欢穿黑色的衬衫还是白的衬衫? When the context is clear, you also can omit the noun, which is adjective plus the. 你喜欢穿黑色的还是白的? For example, 他去了哪个湖，大的还是小的? Instead of saying 他去了哪个湖，大的湖还是小的湖? The answer, 大的 instead of 大的湖. Use adjective or adjective phrase plus the before a noun to describe it. 我看到一个漂亮的湖. I see a pretty lake. 公园里有几棵很高的树. There are few tall trees in the park. One-syllable adjectives are often doubled to make descriptions more vivid. 湖边有一棵高高的树. There is a tall tree by the lake. You can also use a double adjective with the as a predicate. Do not use a degree word in this case. 这棵树高高的. This tree is tall. 这棵树很高 sounds like a neutral comment, whereas 这棵树高高的 is more emphatically descriptive. Not all one-syllable adjectives can be doubled in this way. This structure is most commonly used with adjectives related to physical perceptions such as color, size, and taste. Now it's your turn. Answer the questions based on the image. 你喜欢哪棵树? Answer. Let's review. We learned in language focus noun plus 有 plus object. There is or are something in a place. 我家有4口人. There are 4 people in my family. To ask what someone is doing, subject plus 在做 or 干什么. 你在干什么? What are you doing? 我在划船. I am boating. To say that there are people or animals doing something in a particular location, use the structure location plus 有 plus noun plus 在 plus verb phrase. 湖里有很多人在划船. There are a lot of people boating on the lake. 草地上有2只鸟在吃东西. There are 2 birds eating something on the lawn. Now let's practice. Describe the image. 湖里有一个人在游泳。有一个人在游泳湖里。湖里在游泳有一个人。Yes, we should choose A. 湖里有一个人在游泳。To describe a scene where multiple people are doing different things, list their activities using 有的 plus predicate. 公园里有的人在划船，有的人在散步，还有的人在跑步。When the context is clear, using the structure of 有的 plus predicate, the noun after 有的 is often omitted. 海边有很多人，有的人钓鱼，有的人看风景。There are a lot of people at the seaside. Some fish, some enjoy the scenery. You can only use 有的 plus noun as subject before the verb, but do not use it as object of the verb. For example, 钓鱼有的人 no. Add subject plus 听到 or 看到 to the beginning of the sentence to indicate that someone sees or hears what is happening. 我看到树上有一只鸟. I saw a bird in the tree. 我听到那只鸟在唱歌. I heard the bird singing. Now it's your turn. Describe the images you saw happening in the image. Great job, everyone!